I don't care who you are, it's time to get off the bench.
Are you putting points on the scoreboard or butt prints sitting on the sidelines? I'm your host, Eric Brown, and with me, Mr. Mike Jones.
Hey, bro, how you doing?
Oh, man, I absolutely love this topic, so I'm ready to just dive right in.
So tell me this. Have you ever sat on the bench?
I mean, yeah, screaming, Coach, put me in, let's go!
Yeah, and in that instance, you were waiting for somebody else to give you permission to get in the game, right?
Absolutely.
The game that we're talking about today, though, y'all, is the game of life. And the only person that can give you permission to get in that game is you. So to thine own self, be true. As you listen with the intent to be influenced during this podcast, the question that I would ask you to answer for yourself is, are you sitting on the bench as it relates to your life, or are you in the game? How can you determine whether you're on the bench or you're in the game? I would say to you clearly that if you are making life happen because of you, you are absolutely in the game. If you are waiting for life to happen to you, you're sitting on that bench, baby.
Yeah, so Mike, for sure, if your hands are not, your palms are not a little bit sweaty and your heart's not beating just a beat faster, you're likely a bench warmer.
For sure. And one thing I know about a bench warmer, Eric, is that they have one perspective of this game, and the person that is in the game has a completely different perspective. I believe that if you're on the bench, then you have a fixed mindset. If you are in the game, you have a growth mindset. The only way that you can learn more, do more, become more is by being in the game. The only thing that you're going to get good at by sitting on the bench is sitting on the bench, because whatever you are practicing is what you are mastering. It is what you're going to become very good at doing.
Yeah, and quite often, Mike, the bench warmer is actually complaining about how the game is being played. In fact, they're playing the victim card.
Absolutely. And that's why they're on the bench, is because they see themselves as a victim, Eric. So as you sit on that bench and you're complaining and waiting for somebody to give you permission to get in the game, you become resentful. You start regretting different things and decisions and choices that you've made. You start feeling guilt about certain things. And as long as you're on that bench, you are going to continue to see yourself as a victim. You're going to continue to have a negative life experience. You're going to continue to think that things are happening to you, that somebody else is against you. When you make the choice to get in the game and you make life happen because of you, it completely changes the perspective of life that you have, as you now start to accept personal responsibility to go make life happen because of you.
Yeah, and I tell you, Mike, it definitely changes the paradigm for many people who talk about in these corporate roles that they're building bench strength. I mean, what we're after is game changers in the game and not bench warmers sitting on the sidelines.
Absolutely. And we're 100% focused on making sure that you become a person who is in the game, recognizing that when you're in the game, you absolutely have control over putting positive points on the board, on the scoreboard of life. Now, when you make the choice to get in the game, I can absolutely guarantee you that you're going to drop a few balls. They call it fumbling in sport. You're going to have some turnovers. However you choose to look at this moving forward, you've got to embrace those moments as teachable moments that you learn how to become better at doing whatever it is that you're doing. Now, you've got to hear this, because I say this to anybody who is in any game that they are playing. You have got to take a moment to absolutely test and see how you are practicing while you are in the game. Because if you are practicing like a chump, you're going to play like a chump at game time. However you are practicing is the way that you are mastering being in the game. If you are practicing like a champion, you're going to play like a champion. You're going to have more wins by having the courage to go for what you want, knowing that winners lose more often than losers lose.
So, Mike, I'm hearing you say that practice makes perfect. Is that right?
That's absolutely not what I'm saying, Eric. What I'm saying is that however you are practicing, you are going to perfectly deliver that. So if you practice perfectly like a chump, you're going to perfectly play like a chump. If you perfectly practice like a champion, you're going to perfectly play like a champion at game time. So take a look, and to thine own self be true. How are you practicing? If you're in the game at all, or are you sitting on the bench?
Well, Mike, I can tell you right now that some of our listeners just wiped the smoke off the mirror and took an honest look at how they have been playing the game.
And that is so important, because I guarantee you that quite often when you are engaging with people around you and you're asking them to give you some feed forward on how you can play the game, they are absolutely going to shut down on you because they see that as being negative. What I would say to you is, first of all, wipe the smoke off the mirror, and to thine own self be true. Take a look at evaluating how you are playing the game based upon the things that you want to manifest and produce in this game. So I'm encouraging you to play full out. Go for it, heart, body, and soul, and give it everything that you got. Practice like a champion.
Yeah, because, ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy of this. Get in the game, put those positive points on the scoreboard, and continue to best your best.
Absolutely. Make the choice right now, today, in this moment, to get off of the bench and get out there on that edge, baby. Because when you are living on the edge, you are absolutely playing this game to win. And if you're not on the edge, you're taking a fall. Too much room.
Here we go now.